It's a world where the sun paints pictures on their skin.
I have to wear sunscreen and reapply my sunscreen every 90 minutes.
I have to fight to be accepted.
Yet, the stares and stigma pale in comparison to their strength.
Coming out and you're calling me albino, afik, oleriron, you don't see, obobo. It to you is fun, but to me that's not my identity.
When I was in the university, I wasn't even sure. I have never seen anybody with albinism doing any significant thing in the society.
There is nothing wrong with us. We're properly formed.
Data from the United Nations shows that for every 17,000 people in the world, one is an albino. In Nigeria, the UN reports that 2 million people are albinos, making it one of the world's highest prevalence rates. Actor Damilola Ogunsi says being an albino in Nigeria stretches his resilience personally and professionally.
There's still this thing in the mindset of a lot of directors that if I play a character, then that character is talking about albinism, then that character is an albino character, rather than looking at it as this is just a human being.
It's a similar experience for Vivian Adenijo, a runway model and beauty pageant contestant.
Everything was right. The casting was okay. But just because the designer wasn't really cool with it, like the fact that I was an albino, he was like, nah, she can't work the show, she's an albino.
For Gloria Onoja, a businesswoman with 6 children, it's a double whammy.
I have 6 children, but 4 is person with albinism. In the school, they face many challenges, my children, and I used to go to their school always. Some will say, this albino don't near us, this and that, and some will like them, but since I've been going to their school to tell the teachers and be warning them, there's nothing like that.
Sometimes you just see one person out of the whole family and how now? How
do they cope when the sun is very high? Because I know they can really see during that time.
So in Yoruba we say, once you sleep with woman in the afternoon, your wife will born albino.
Uchenna Ozoikwe, a medical doctor, explains why a child can be born with albinism.
Since it's genetic, it runs in families, and it should also be noted that it's a recessive gene. For a recessive gene to manifest, it means that it must come from both parents.
Iben Ajay, an oncologist at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital, breaks it down further.
Albinism is an autosomal recessive disorder that affects the synthesis of a pigment called melanin. Melanin is that pigment that gives dark coloration to the skin.
With this absence of melanin pigment, navigating life as an albino comes with a cocktail of challenges.
They have other skin problems, freckles. We have some pre-malignant conditions like actinic keratosis. And then we have wrinkling of the skin, and some parts of the skin that are exposed to sun are also, they become thickened and wrinkled.
The cancers that usually affect this group of people are the non-melanoma skin cancers, and the albinism is actually a predisposition because of the loss of that pigment.
But experts say these mild to extreme consequences are avoidable.
One of it is for them to wear the right type of clothing, wide-brimmed hats, sunglasses, and then, of course, the clothes also should be protective.
Start screening as soon as you get to know that you are an albino. You visit the hospital and you have regular checks.
Apart from the skin, a major concern for people with albinism are their eyes. Optometrist Onyinye Eddie provides some insight.
Melanin is needed for proper development of the eyes. You do not have that in persons with albinism. This accounts for a huge part of the poor vision you have in persons with albinism. Even with glasses, contact lenses, surgeries, the best correction with glasses is still below 612.
We have the ocular albinism that may just affect the eyes, and then we have the oculocutaneous albinism, which affects both the eyes and the skin and even the hair. How can a child grow without taking salt?
So I eat salt, I eat pepper, I eat every single thing. I eat crayfish. Okay, these things do not affect your skin.
Really? Have you seen me? Have you seen my projects? Have you seen me talk?
God didn't make a mistake when He made you this way.
Jesus, if I have special powers, I think I should have my own house. Right now, I should have my own car.
I work out every day to get results so that I can prove my enemies wrong.
Nobody can argue with results. Nobody. It doesn't matter the color of your skin, it doesn't matter who you are. Nobody can argue with results.
Albinism is a genetic condition that can occur in any ethnic group, including black families. But how can two black parents have an albino child?
My grandfather doesn't have albinism, but then he has siblings that are very fair, according to reports. And then none of my uncles or my parents on the second generation had it. But then I have it.
You cannot, because of satire and comedy, begin to make content with what will hurt other people. I think that's where we need to draw that line.
Whatever it is I am doing, I am going to be the best at it. And my color, whatever it is, will not hinder me.
Any person with albinism contesting for election, not only for them to vote, but to be voted for.
We've been able to give out over 150 children access to free sunscreen lotions every year, free of charge. And this is our bid to stop the emergence of skin cancer in the future.
Nigeria officially recognized persons with albinism under the disability rights umbrella with the enactment of the Discrimination Against Persons with Disabilities Prohibition Act in 2018. Section 28, subsection 1 of the Act stipulates that a person with a disability has the right to work on an equal basis with others. Also, Section 29 stipulates that all employers of labor in public organizations shall, as much as possible, have persons with disabilities constituting at least 5% of their employment.
We have worked assiduously to defend the rights of persons with albinism. Anytime and anywhere they take advantage of them.
2024 marks a decade since the launch of International Albinism Awareness Day to celebrate the rights of persons living with albinism across the world. As Nigeria joined the global community on June 13 to celebrate strides made within the movement, people like Damilola, Vivian and Gloria remain hopeful for continued legal, policy and practical changes that will ensure that persons with albinism are judged based on the content of their character and not their skin pigmentation. Mercy Frank, Gist Nigeria.
Indeed, everyone deserves a place at the table. Are you living with albinism and you have a story that you would like to share with us? Do let us know on X at Gist Nigeria TV. We'd like to hear from you.